All right, guys, so to continue. So I have the Joy set up. What happened is it's a new computer. It was a different computer that had it on, so the Joy wasn't set up on that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this video where I'm showing you the next steps until we get to the machine. And once we get to the machine, it'll be a different video where I'm showing you the actual process of creating the shirt. All right, and it's just because they're different devices. All right, so here's where we left off. We have each we make sure the Joy is set, and we have each one mirrored, mirror on, mirror on, mirror on, mirror on. And all three are without the matte. I'm not sure about the yellow yet. Oh, yep, I do have yellow. It's going to be more orange. So I do have orange that I can also have off the matte. Let me look at this real quick, though. Off the matte, orange. I wish I had yellow, because yellow will probably go a little better, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so I'm going to select the first one, and at this point I just let the machine tell me what to do, and it's going to be pretty much the same steps from this point on. So when I choose the first one, now it's telling me to browse all materials. I'm going to browse materials. I'm going to look for smart iron on because that's what it says. So I'm going to click on smart iron on. I'm going to hit done. Okay, and then here's where I can set the pressure. If I know that I'm going to need a little more pressure, I can set it at a little more pressure. But I always make sure, always make sure you read what the machine says, because it tells you what to do to make sure it's foolproof. I have not listened before, and I have messed up a lot of vinyl, and vinyl isn't cheap. So let's make sure that we read what the machine says. Right up here at the top with the little hazard sign, it does say make sure the mirror is turned on, which we did. We went through and made sure the mirror was turned on, and that the material is face down, which means shiny side down. So if you look at the material does have two sides. It's shiny. It does get a little tricky when you're messing with holographic, though, because both sides are shiny. But for the majority, the shiny side is what's called the carrier sheet. And that's the sheet that the transfer actually sits on and transfers the vinyl onto your shirt. So shiny side down, like it says, and that's how I have it. And I want to make sure it's black, so I'll do black first. You guys can't see this in the camera, but you will when I switch over. So I have black first. I'm going to keep the pressure at default. A lot of people do increase this pressure, so if you needed to increase the pressure, you could. You just put pressure, choose more pressure, or if you're finding that your blade is too sharp. I've never had to lessen the pressure, but I have read in forums that people have had to use less pressure. So, but for the most part, the default pressure is going to be fine. All right, I can have it remember material settings, and I'm going to say yes. So that means anytime that I use smart iron on, it's going to remember that it's default, and remember this. I'm not sure if it remembers mirroring, but that would be so awesome if it does. But I'm not sure that it does, so I can't tell you that part. But if it does, that'll be cool. Okay, so it's telling me to load the tools. So it's saying load the 5-point blade, which is already in, and load the machine. So when we get to loading the machine, I will show you guys that on the video. You will see that in the next video that's coming up. All right, so that's pretty much what I have for this part of the recording. The next part, I'm going to set up the machine, and I'm going to do exactly what the machine says. It's going to say go, and I'm going to click on it. It's going to say go. See right here where it says click go. You're not going to see this part on the camera because I'm doing two different recordings from two different devices, but it says go, and that's what it's going to say. And once it says go, we're going to go. All right. So I will see you in the next video. Ta-ta for now. Ta-ta, ta-ta.